years that now it's like, sorry, you gotta move it. Kyle, yes. We beat every vampire. We survived every vampire. We got Queen Sigma. It was a beautiful thing. I walked downstairs in the dark for a long time. Okay, this, I kind of want $2 billion. So that would be helpful. Do you think I could get $2 billion to build heat? Unclear. I don't understand there's something new with the deployment system that I don't really understand. Okay, this is the main thing I want though. This I feel like is the real deal. This is what we actually need to know, is this log trace thing. Interesting, queuing millions of logs stored with the Streams API. Is that a thing I should know about? I get millions of HTTP requests. Streams API. D1. What is remix? Okay. This thing I'm a little curious about. This thing, this new version of Mini Flare 3. Oh, did I forget to wait? I'm sorry. Oh, I put it in Discord and then I didn't hit enter. So sorry. Wait, you're subscribed. Don't you get an alert or notification or something? Next time I will send you a telegram personally. Personal telegram. Okay, so I just am a little curious about these things. The queues, I don't think we can quite use queues at this moment for the thing I want to use queues for. Or maybe we can. I mean, we definitely cannot change this before this event on Friday, but... Sticking every click into a queue. The problem is right now queues, I believe, are just fully rate limited at like 100 messages per second. And so I think even if we were interested in trying queues, I think that unfortunately at the moment, service worker bindings. This is kind of interesting. I feel like we really need to reconsider like the architecture of heat soon. Were we interested in Cloudflare? So at some point last year, I fully migrated heat to Cloudflare. It mostly works, but there's some annoying bugs that are just kind of fundamental to the way it's built. And so I want to rebuild heat, but I'm waiting on one of their new products, which is PubSub. It almost seems like queues would let us do the thing we want to do, almost. But I don't think it quite... it really is close. Because we could have the gateway come in. Can you tell how many channels actively use heat? I can see who's connected on this status. So there's this many people at the moment. That seems like not very many. That's unusual. Why are there so few? I guess Monday afternoon is not a... So really not many at the moment. A couple dozen? 15? Later in the day, it gets much more intense. On heat longer than any other project? I don't know. There's definitely some projects I've worked on or revisited over the years. Like heat has definitely been an ongoing thing, more so than other things that I work on, for sure. Like there's plenty of other things that I like, put a pin in it and I'm done, and maybe I revisited a few years ago. But heat, gets enough attention that now and then I have to pay attention. So the big reason at the moment is because Twitch is going to use it next week for an event, and it has to ideally not suck. That would be ideal. I actually have an idea with this. We could rewrite heat to use queues. I just don't think it's enough. I think the message throughput is not enough, though, unfortunately. Because I think if we look in here, I think it, unless they change this in the last day or two, but I believe currently it's limited to 100 messages per second, and I think we just can't do it. Log push includes metadata about requests, console log messages, and any uncaught exceptions. Most popular observability tools: Datadog, New Relic, or even R2. Ad hoc querying. $10 million requests for free. So the question is, where do my logs go? So I'm very curious about this one. So what's a supported destination? Datadog. I feel like we've heard about this before. Is this that logging? Datadog headquarters. Yeah, so I think this is a way that we can push data to Datadog. Wish you ER. What? Okay, so I don't know how to jump in this today, but it does seem important. Enterprise customers. Right to R2. Cloud pull. Okay, well that's interesting. This cloud monitoring is interesting too. Pretty curious about this. Is there a free tier for losers? Okay. Okie dokie. Okay, and then this thing, this mini flare D. Currently, mini flare 2 is busted with Cloudflare because of stupid dog. Interesting. Bug for bug compatibility. Well, that's handy. Interesting. So, not included in Wrangler. Experimental local. Okay, well, we want to do that. I still don't want to break anything. So, what do we actually want to try to do today? The thing I want to try to do... Wait, did I turn something off that was important? No. The thing we want to try to do is the following thing. I still think we have this bug of... what heat overlay am I using? Heat working? Why did I only get a single click on heat? That doesn't seem good. Why did only one click come through? Uh-oh. Why did I only get one click? Ugh, I'm so nervous about this breaking. Really am. Seems okay. Tested it a lot. There's just still that stupid bug. I believe there is still this stupid bug where you can end up isolated on a island, basically, like on some replica that is no longer known by the server. And so my idea for managing that is when we create a replica. Why am my clicks not going through? Why are my clicks not going through? Oh boy. This is nerve-wracking. I hate this. It's all freaking dog. I wish I had never done it. Wish I had never used this stupid dog. I also hate Windows 11 Start menu because it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Awesome. Do I still journal? I do. I'm over 20 years at this point. And today's journal entry is, Dear Diary, I hate That's it. Just I hate. Okay, this is a WebSocket server connected to the production environment. I am clicking my little extension window. I am seeing clicks. I am posting. Why is that so slow? Oh, well, that's because that's the wrong place to be. That's my fault. Okay, so we want to post. No, that is post. That's weird. Valid channel ID. What? Why would that be an invalid channel ID? I wonder if it is related to invalid channel ID. It's my channel, isn't it? Looks like my channel. Very confused, everyone. Oh, channel ID. Is that in the JSON token validation? Where is that? What is causing my computer to lose its mind? Computer's going so slowly. Why? I'm not even doing anything. I hate this computer. I hate all computers. I'm just gonna assume it's Chrome being worthless, because that's Chrome's favorite job, is worthlessness. Okay. I don't know. Let's go over here. Let's do this. This computer's slow. Definitely time for a new computer. Okay, let's open Heat Workers. Why is my computer struggling so much? Okay, so getting invalid channel ID. That's only if the channel was non-numeric. So we can get that here. If channel's not a number, and it should be a 404 error. What in the world? The API production 239 channel. So the endpoint is channel. If the channel ID was missing, so for example, if this just wasn't here, we should get a missing channel ID. No, we got an unknown page. What if we have a slash here? We get invalid channel ID. What? I'm extremely confused. I don't know. I kind of feel like just make a new request to post to here. Missing authorization header, so that's fine. So we want, that's a bearer token, I think. Token processing error? That can't be right. So that's the heat workspace. Cherry Darts, how's it going? Have I broken heat again? That'd be so sad. Terminal. I can't, the Windows Start menu just doesn't work. What a terrible piece of garbage. Windows 11 is so bad. Sad thing is if I get a new PC, you have to have Windows 11 for like the, whatever they are, the 13 series Intel to use the, whatever, the high efficiency and low efficiency cores. That's not supported in Windows 10. So if you want to like use your CPU to the fullest, you need Windows 11. Which is a sad story. Man, this is just so nerve-wracking. Like, I hate being at the mercy of a bad library for a client job. It's like so, I hate it so much. Token processing error. Why? That should end up in the authorization header. Okay, so our JSON input is broken. We got a bad request. That's all fine. I mean, it's expected. So now let's try to have a raw JavaScript body that is, so its type is click x 0.5, it should be a number, y 0.5. What's wrong? What are you mad about? We got okay, and I saw the click. So why weren't we getting that before? And so why am I not getting clicks? Now I am. So worrisome. And it's not even like there's that many people connected. I mean, now there's a ton. Okay, there's definitely a problem. Replica count 8. There's definitely a problem. It's like some stupid cross replica thing. We've seen that before. So because before where we saw so few people connected, it's because we went through, oh God, that sucks. Really sucks. We just ended up on a bad replica. How can we fix this? Like, what can I do? It's like, dog is just broken. Because it's one thing to like talk across replicas, and that's, we'll double check that today. But it's another thing if there's like this fragmentation is just a bummer. It really is a bummer. And I just don't, I don't have time to fix this in 2 days. Okay, well, let's try to verify just locally cross-replica communication. Because that we can at least, let's just vet that works. There should be no reason that it isn't working, but, Okay, so we have locally, we have limit 1. And then just to double check, I'm going to set in on dev to have limit 1, meaning every connection ends up on its own replica. So let's only publish to dev for the moment and just see, like, are things working at all? Oops, wrong. Stop. Control C. Hello. Million stupid errors. It's fine. I hope it's fine. I mean, these are all just warnings. I don't think they're actually an issue. I think it's just like deprecated stuff in the file. So, okay, what we want to try to do is we need a workspace connection. Really confusing how you do this. So we want, sorry, a WebSocket connection. We want to connect to Heat API dev. So we are connected to Heat API dev. We want to just actually just do that twice. Heat API dev. So we are connected. And let's make this dev. And I'm going to send a message. I got it okay. We saw that message here and we saw it here. And these are on separate replicas. So let's just totally verify that. This is such a bummer. It like makes me sick to my stomach to think like, oh man, this event could go badly just because of some stupid whatever, some stupid mistake I made, or seemingly more likely some stupid issue with this Cloudflare library that I don't even want to use. That is made by a person that doesn't work at the company anymore. So now if we go here and we go to status, we 3 replicas, and it's because there's 1 replica for the request coming in even. But these are 2 totally separate replicas, and I'm sending data to a replica. Cool. And I'm getting that data. So I believe, maybe I'm wrong, but I believe like the cross replica. Draclin, who should I mention? You personally? @Draclin. I love you. Wait, that's not how you spell it. I love you? Like that? How about that? Did you get it? Okay. So, Draclin, I'm going to throw up with anxiety because I feel like he is just not working the way I wanted to. Local tests are fine. This is actually on dev, so this is a hosted test. So what did we have here? We had a 1 millisecond cooldown. Let's do something stupid. No, we have a 0.1 millisecond cooldown. So Kyle, it's a little hard to describe, but what seems to be happening, so basically there's this system. We need like a whiteboard. Just need to draw. Can I just like have a online whiteboard? Is there anywhere that's gonna let me do this without needing an account or something stupid? Okay, so the way this works is when somebody clicks, this is you. This right here is Kyle. Right here. Oh wait, let's do draw IO. Should we do that instead? Okay, let's do that instead. It didn't work. I dragged and dropped it in here, so we're using this. Okay, so this comes in. This goes into a... this is Cloudflare. So this is just an HTTP click. So it's basically you click here and you send this data. Once it gets here, we have this problem of like, we have so many broadcasters connected, we don't even know. We need a way to yes, you have a spear. This is you. You look angry, but you're kind of happy about being angry. And your nose is a rectangle. Okay. And your eyes are just little, okay, this is Kyle. Okay. So this goes in here. Now we have to load balance. So first we have to connect to what is called a durable object. That is the gateway. So Cloudflare is going to say like, hey, find this gateway, this durable object. It's going to look for it. It's like, hey, where's the durable object for the gateway? Right? And then this gateway is going to be like, hey, there's 1 million people connected. We got to find somewhere to send people. So it knows about a bunch of replicas. And these are also durable objects. So these are all the replicas. Let's put R. And these are where broadcasters are connected. So this is me, or this is like the broadcaster. So there's broadcaster here, broadcaster here. This might be one person connected twice, like whatever. So that click comes into Cloudflare. Cloudflare finds the gateway. The gateway looks for a replica that has some room on it, and then sends the click this way. Now, the thing that's stupid, the way the dog is set up, or just kind of annoying, is that broadcaster might be connected with that channel ID on multiple replicas. So these replicas also all have to talk to each other. So the replicas also have to know about each other so that they can send the data back and forth. So that's a weird thing. It's not, to me, not like normal load balancing. And I get it, because, you know, this might be me and this might be me. So my clicks might have to come to both of those. But you could imagine doing it in such a way where the gateway just sent it to everybody, but that's not how it works. And I did test that like on my own implementation. It was a little slow. So I understand why this was done, but it's annoying. So what appears to be getting broken is when a gateway starts up. So say this is what it looks like right now. You know, when we go here, we see, if we look at production, we see, okay, like, look at how weird this is. Why is this true? Why is this say there's one replica and this few people? I guess when I pushed to dev, did it restart production also? That'd be pretty freaking weird to restart production just because I pushed to dev. Also, this is not very many people. So are clicks actually going through? No, my clicks are not going through. Well, I don't want anybody to have to host. I mean, this should work. Like, it shouldn't be that complicated. And the way I had it originally built is every channel just had its own direct object, and it worked perfectly. But then that's when they decided to charge per direct object, and it would have been hundreds of dollars. And so that's where this stupid dog library came from. And then that guy quit the company, and there's just bugs in dog. So this is bad. It could be that this heat instance that we're looking at right now there's some old gateway, like the dead gateway over here, that was the gateway before I restarted. This little skull and crossbones gateway is dead. And it's like connected to replicas that don't exist anymore, and I'm over here. Like, this replica is no longer connected to the world. And so even though I'm clicking, let's see if I'm over here. If I, let's disconnect here, and let's connect to production. This is one problem I know of. There may be other problems. So I'm clicking in why did I only get one click? It's like I get one click and then okay, maybe they're just being slow. Clear messages, I'm clicking in. This sucks. So frustrating. Okay, this is me clicking. Don't know why the extension was messed up, but this is me clicking in the extension. That makes no sense. Like, why would the extension mess up? No idea. I seem to be having some like dumb Chrome issues, or I don't know. Okay, so those clicks are coming through, but there's just this possibility. Okay, let me refresh this. So those clicks are working now, it would seem. There's a scenario you can end up in where this happens and the broadcaster's connected here and they're not getting any clicks and they have no idea. There's no way to know that this person is connected here and just is not part of the world. So I think this happens. and it's a bummer. And so that event is on Friday. I'm leaving town Wednesday afternoon. And so like, do I try to make some major architectural changes here? I mean, I don't think I can get rid of dog that fast. Do I try to band-aid dog? Is dog the only problem that I'm having? Or are there other problems? So these clicks are going through to dev. I appear to be receiving them. No, I don't. I'm connected to dev. I'm sending to dev. I'm not getting them right now. So, but if I disconnect and I reconnect and I send, I get it. Bummer. It's so confusing too. So like I'm connected, everything's all good. If I go over here and I redeploy this to dev, is it going to kick me off? That time it did. It kicked me off. And then I connect. And then I go here. And I'm going to say send. And I didn't get the click. Send, send, send. Over here, I'm not getting clicks. This, I seriously want to throw up. There's something else wrong here. There's some other thing that's more broken. There's got to be. Like if I go here right now and I go to dev, oops. It says there's no connections. Even though it says I'm connected here. Now I see me. And now I get that click. So what I think is happening, too much magic here, I agree. Well, I want this gone. I want dog gone. I just don't think I can excise dog fast enough. On another project, I rewrote dog myself so I could know exactly what was happening. And it's still hard. Like the current Cloudflare architecture to make this happen, like in a performant way, is hard. They just released queues that could, in theory, help with this. In theory, could help with this. But what I think is happening is that the gateway is getting unloaded from memory. And when that happens, we end up in this fragmented state. And a thing that's a real bummer is I don't know how to cause that, right? It's like you don't have any control over it. And they even say, I think in the durable object documentation, like, hey, this can be removed at any time. Like whatever reason, they can remove it from memory at any time. And there is a facility for persistent storage. It's just the person who wrote dog didn't use it. And I just don't think I have time to like really understand his code and to try to make it good. The problem is when I redeploy, I think it just takes down everything, which is not what I'm trying to reproduce. What I'm trying to reproduce is that the replica is still in memory and still has a valid connection. But the gateway has been purged. So if I redeploy, but maybe you're right. Maybe there is some weird thing with some timing where, I seem to get disconnected whenever I redeploy. And maybe there's like some weird window right now if I connect or whatever. So if I connect here and then I send here, am I going to get it? I did. So all I can really think of to do as a Band-Aid that is like maybe a thing that I can Band-Aid on top without breaking other things is when a replica comes online, to stick it in like some shared persistent storage somewhere, independent of whatever dog's doing, whatever. Screw dog. Stick this in here. Stick this in some persistent thing that says like, hey, I'm a replica. And then in the constructor, I guess, of the... It is tricky. It's honestly tricky. But in the constructor of... Is this the branch I'm supposed to be on? Wait, what branch am I on? No, I'm on 221. Ping pong and force the client connect. That's not a bad idea, except these durable objects aren't servers. They don't have like they don't have a loop. So, and the way that I would know the list of them is the thing that I'm losing when they restart. So I have to register them somewhere. And so what I'm thinking is I will use Cloudflare KV to like basically register them. I mean, my branches are kind of a mess right now, honestly. So, but I think I had at least started some way to, in a constructor. So, I mean, you've got the right idea. Some kind of keep alive. I don't have a loop inside of a durable object. What I do have is a hatred for GitHub and this page that is the most useful thing of all time, instead of showing me something I would actually want to get to. Okay, so I think in this TypeScript branch, I had a little bit of work in progress on when a group started. Yeah. So this is actually me putting something in basically their S3 equivalent. But it could be K2, or sorry, KV. It could be KV. So let's just try this, I guess. So we would have to, in workers, create a namespace that was like heat replica data or something. And then what we would need to do is have a binding to that in both of these. So settings, variables. We'd have to have a binding here to this heat replica data. Actually, I should not do this here. I should do it in. So, yeah, this just sucks. It's just a bummer. And the thing that's an extreme bummer is I don't even know if this is the whole problem. Like it feels like there's more to it than this. But let's just go a step at a time, I guess. So in our TOML, in the branch we're in, let's try to create, what did I call it? Heat replica data. Where did that go? Didn't I have that up? Okay. KV, workers, KV, this namespace ID. So we have heat replica data. I think it's okay to do this in production as well. and just do this. So publish this to dev for a second and make sure it even works. So then on dev, which is another thing I really want to reevaluate, is like the way their environments work, because it's pretty confusing. This is the production of heat dev. Cool. On dev, we should now have that binding to that namespace. This is what I do wrong. KV namespaces heat replica data is bound to there. I wonder why that's not working. Maybe because it's not even being used. Current deployment. Yeah, funny. Really? Okay, well, let's try to write to it, and then we'll just see what happens. So the thing that I'm a little worried about, though, is the asyncness of that. Whoops. Like, if we're going to try to do it in the... if it's async. Like... because I can't do asynchronous stuff in a... So basically what I want to do is this. I mean, we could try something real goofy like this. Oh, looks classy, right? And then... something like that. I don't know. This might be very broken. Okay, and then if we just... how broken is this? Seems... that's dev, that's dev. We can connect here. Send. Okay. Now, the thing that's a little wonky is that this is going to track, you know, any replica that spins up, but whatever. So we should have two, I guess, at the moment. So let's pop in here. Let's pop to KV. Let's pop to the heat replica data. We have no entries. Why would that be true? I feel like Wrangler dev. Is that going to work? Let's try it. Let's just try it. Did it say something about KV? It's also possible I just forgot a KV step. So that would mean we needed to do this to like, I don't know. Is that right? It's a post. I'm gonna be this same post data. Why are you mad at me? I don't understand what's... oh, it's supposed to be JSON. Oh, and it's not. It's issue. Missing authorization header. Okay, that's okay. I've got one of those. Okay, that's heat API. Can't read request stream after response has been sent. What? It's a little weird. Okay, let's try to full local mode. Invalid URL. I think, unfortunately, we can't do that. Like, I think it's a stupid dog limitation, but I think we can do this heat dev. So what's... I feel like we're, like, missing... I'm, like, missing a step of KV-ness, I think. So clear the console. Is that not the right? Not the right URL. Should be this. Like what I have. Seems broken. Cool. Cancel. What's your problem? 175. What's the matter? Kind of weird. It feels like something's missing here. I probably forgot something with the bindings. Binding. I mean, you know, this may not be reasonable, in which case is like, it's a little bit of a bummer. I don't really want to have to await that every time we can. Maybe the fastest thing to do. I really don't understand why this request is so sad. I mean, it just can't do anything. Okay, is there actually an error here that matters, or is this all useless garbage? npm run build cannot execute specified program. What? Cool. Now the terminal's just broken, and why is everything so bad? So, we just broken here, or what are we doing? VS Code just broken? Cool. Very cool. Windows is really bad. I wish anything worked. Okay, what stupid thing are we dealing with? I can barely move my mouse. Why? Unclear. Truly unclear. I don't know if the stream's still working, but my mouse is barely moving. What a terrible experience. Like, why is using a computer so bad? Like, every aspect of it just sucks. It's not good, it's not fun, it's not responsive, it's not functional. Just bad. Truly bad. Okay. So VS Code, can we just end task, I guess? Let's exit some things. GP1 video decode. Why? No clue. No clue at all. Okay. Maybe we can actually do some work. That'd be cool. Blackland, I did decide we just gotta build a computer. I just don't know what to do for GPU. I guess I'll buy all the other parts and then put it together and then just like decide later. Okay, did we actually build? Are we actually running this time? Doesn't seem like it. Still seems broken. And I need to exit Postman inexplicably. Okay, great. Okay, let's try this. We did log the KV, so we know we're running here. The thing I just don't know if I can really get away with this, you know? Like, what happens here? I don't even know if does this do anything? Like, is there a response for that is meaningful? But what's the actual response? I just don't know if there's like a success or whatever. Oops. Okay, well, let's go look. Sorry to be so grouchy. I just get so frustrated with bad computers. We have no data here. Did I bind this? Heat replica data. And that's the namespace ID. Did I do this wrong? Heat replica data. Looks right. I think on this, I'm just missing something. I've done very much with KV. So we saw the hello, not the world. So is it like... Is there a way to block waiting for an async function? What do you want to block? I want to. I want to block. Swift? Never. I didn't mean to. There's just an easy way to do this. Like I actually want to wait. I want to block here. I mean, unless the only other idea is like, we could just do this. This sucks, but let's just do this because we know it'll work. I mean, I don't know it'll work. I think it'll work. I only get the hello though. Let's try to use async though. We don't have to do this. If we do this, why am I not getting the world here? Okay, heat replica data. So it's just straight up not working. Heat replica data is the binding. Is that not how you do this? I thought that was on the environmental variable, heat replica data. I feel like I've done this before. Like in the environment, can't I say like, that's the bindings. I'm so looking forward to just getting rid of dog, throwing it in the trash. I can't do it yet. Heat replica data. KV namespaces. Heat replica data. Am I doing that wrong? Possibly, probably. The deployed worker will have a, but I think I still have to do it in the environment, yeah. And then the namespace. What very obvious thing am I doing incorrectly? What incredibly obvious piece of this am I missing? It's kind of suspect to me that it's not mentioning anything about the bindings here, right? Isn't that a little suspect? That it's not talking about my KV bindings? KV namespaces. In the fetch, I have a this.env. Am I setting that? Maybe I'm not. Yeah, this.env is equal to the env. So when we get here, I should have this.env heat replica data. Is that not what I called it? That would be funny. Heat replica data. This.env heat replica data. Which is weird because it says a KV namespace. Oh, what am I missing? It's just weird that that's not listed here, right? Like I feel like I'm just missing something. Cannot read properties of undefined, reading put. So we're just not finding heat replica data. So what am I forgetting? Oh boy, runtime APIs, learning, platform, getting started. KV namespace. So this is my durable object. This is the constructor of this durable object. I get the env. I'm setting this.env. Inside here, I'm getting a request, but this env should still be valid. What's the type of this? It's a bindings. Like this really should be a heat replica data. Is a KV namespace. I guess. What very silly thing am I forgetting? Why is it not working here? Is it like where I have it? Is it some silly thing like it has to be before or here? Or I just don't know. Just don't know the answer. Okay, in development, you should use separate KV namespaces than the one you use in productions. Neat preview and add its preview. Okay, so we want a Wrangler KV namespace create. Irritating, very irritating. So what? Preheat replica data preview? Cool. Heat replica data preview. This sucks. Cool. And then just a heat replica data. So this heat replica data preview presumably goes here. But I'm going to bind it to heat replica data with preview ID. And down here we will have heat replica data. Good grief. Okay. That sucks if it was just an ordering issue. String ID field, but got. You told me to put that there, you moron. I literally cut and pasted exactly what you told me to put there, and then you told me it was an error. Oh boy. Monumentally stupid. Okay. I'm afraid to push this now. Okay, so the thing that sucks, and it does suck, just to be clear, is so every time we get a receive, we have to wait and push to KV, and it's going to be a little slow. But if we can't do it in the constructor, I mean, can we? Can we? I don't think we can. I mean, maybe we, I don't know, man. Can we? Could go back, try to do it with that weird trick. This. How did I end up with 700 brackets? Okay, let's try to be so cranky. Okay, so in here, what if we did this.state.id, like state.id here, and this. That should give us the replica ID. Should give us the replica ID. What are you mad about? Oh, right. That's a weird identifier format. Okay, so that should be like initializing a new replica, and now that should exist in stupid preview land? Is that what we're... Oh, this is lovely. Well, that's beautifully stupid. Can I rename this? That's a stupid name. Okay, well. I don't want to type. Just let me cut and paste it. Just let me cut and paste it. Okay. Let's make a new one that is heat replica data preview. Please. Oh, add. And heat replica data. Add. So for stupid preview land, what is my problem? It's in here. Okay. That's the preview ID. That's the real ID. And then I guess I can do this. I really don't know. I guess we'll see when we try to push it to production. Okay. So, can I do this? And now if I go to heat replica, I mean, I don't know if this is working or not. Run this again. Do we see those bindings? The heat replica data. Send. Do we see anything in the preview? Yes. So that's our replica. Amazing. What a beautiful pain in the butt. And then we should see nothing in here. So am I brave enough to push this to production? No, but let's push it to dev. Well, let's start a tail, and then maybe we'll see those. That's interesting. Starting that tail definitely kills the. Okay, so now we want to do this to dev. Weirdly, it didn't log. It did not log our. That's 215 for heat replica data. Not right. Wait, what? The namespace ID. Did I do the wrong namespace ID? Oh, I put the same namespace ID for both. Oopsie. Okay. Nope, that's wrong also. Heat replica data. This one, 215. Okay, 215, that's good. Triangular tail, it's gonna restart these, that's fine. Let's try this. And let's look in heat replica data. And we see it. I don't know why we don't get the log. So that kept the same replica. However, if we now go start this connection, so let's make sure that data is actually flowing through here. So we're seeing 1, 2, 3 clicks. We got 3 clicks. we should now have 2 replicas. Yes. And if we start another WebSocket connection, we should see the same thing. And then we go here, we send. We should get a click here and a click here. And we should go here and we should see 3 replicas, maybe more.